Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. Rock and Roll Spot Connection, and we're beginning our three-part series unboxing the Magic the Gathering War of the Spark, which just released today. We're going to start things off with the Planeswalker decks, of which there are two. First is Gideon the Oathsworn, followed by Jace, Arcane Strategist. Alright, now the way we're going to do this, so we're going to open up the booster packs that come with the deck, then go through the deck. And there might be a bonus at the end. We'll see. Alright, so we're going to start with the Gideon deck. Okay. Alrighty. Here's our handy dandy deck box. I like doing that Gideon art, though it's not the same art for the Gideon that comes with the deck. Set the deck insert and deck box aside. Alrighty. Sorry, it's take two. So, first one. We'll kick things off with a white instant. Gideon's Sacrifice. Costs 1 white. Choose a creature or planeswalker you control. All damage that would be dealt this turn to you and permanents you control is dealt to the chosen permanent instead, if it's still on the battlefield. That's really great if you've got something that's indestructible. Just target the yeah, okay, give it all of my indestructible creature. Next up, we've got Teferi's Time Twist. It's a blue instant that costs 1 colorless and 1 blue. Exile target permanent you control. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. If it enters the battlefield as a creature, it enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. Alright. That could be really fun for Simic decks, or at least somewhat fun for Simic decks. And a great way to be like, oh, hey, you've made it so that, oh, well, this creature I have, it can't do anything. It can't do anything. Well, I'm going to exile it until the end step. Nice little way of turning your nose at your opponent. Next up, we've got Grim Initiate. It's a red creature. Costs one red for a 1/1 zombie warrior with first strike. When Grim Initiate dies, amass 1. Now, amass is apparently a new ability. Put a +1/+1 counter on an army you control. If you don't control an army, create a 0/0 black zombie army creature token first. Okay. They followed Nicol Bolas to Ravnica from Amonkhet. Next up, we have a white creature, Martyr for the Cause. It's a 1 colorless, 1/2 human soldier is a 2/2. When Martyr for the Cause dies, proliferate. I love proliferate. Sorry. Okay. Choose any number of permanents and/or players, then give each of them another counter of each kind they already have. Okay. Next up, we have a black creature, Charity Extractor. 3 colorless and 1 black for a 1/5 human knight with lifelink. Following that with artifact creature, Prismite. 2 colorless for a 2/1 golem. Then spend 2 colors and add 1 mana of any color. Okay. There's a little, yeah. Next up, we've got Herald of the Death of the Dreadhorde. It's a black creature, 3 colorless, 1 black for a 3/2 zombie warrior. And when it dies, you amass 2. So just like with the Grim Initiate, when it dies, you put 2 +1/+1 counter on army control instead of 1. And then if you don't control an army, create a 0/0 black zombie army creature token first. Okay. Next up, we've got Thundering Ceratok, green creature, 4 colorless, 1 green for a 4/5 Rhino with trample. And when it enters the battlefield, other creatures you control gain trample until end of turn. I love stuff like that. Next up, we've got Wall of Runes, blue creature, 1 blue for a 0/4 wall with defender, so it can't attack. When it enters the battlefield, scry 1. Alright, next up we got ourselves a red-green creature, Rubble Belt Rioters. 1 colorless, 1 red, 1 green for get a 0/4 human berserker with haste, and whenever it attacks, it gains +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Okay. Next up we got a green blue sorcery, Neoform. Just for looks of it, I'm thinking this screams Simic. At an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature. Search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost equal to 1 plus the sacrifice creature's converted mana cost. Put that card onto the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it, then shuffle your library. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's going to be fun. Okay, now, one thing about this set, War of the Spark, is that every booster pack includes, bare minimum, 1 Planeswalker. And so here is this booster's Planeswalker. Huatli, the Sun's Heart, who's green-white now. Huatli was introduced in the Ixalan block. Anyway, 2 colorless, either 1 green or 1 white, 7 loyalty. Each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Okay. And then -3 loyalty. You gain life equal to the greatest toughness among creatures you control. Alright, alright. We got the rare Tulsimir, Friend to Wolves. Okay. Green-white, costing 2 colorless, 2 green, and 1 white for a 3/3 legendary elf scout. And when Tulsimir, Friend to Wolves enters the battlefield, create Voja, Friend to Elves, a legendary 3/3 green and white wolf creature token. Whenever a wolf enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 3 life, and that creature fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. Alright. Okay, so, not too shabby. First booster of the set, and we got a foil. Despark. Costs 1 white and 1 black. It's an instant. Exile target permanent with converted mana cost 4 or greater. Okay. Ooh, it's a spotlight card. We also got ourselves a swamp. And a dragon token. 4/4 flying. Not bad. Pretty standard dragon. Okay. Now the second booster. We'll go ahead and set this aside. Give us a little more breathing room here, so to speak. Alrighty. Got another Teferi's Time Twist, another Grim Initiate, another Martyr for the Cause. Lazotep Behemoth. This is a black creature. Costs 4 colorless, 1 black for a 5/4 zombie hippo. That's a combination of words I don't think I would ever in my life say, but hey, there we go. Next up, we got a green instant. Return to Nature. 1 colorless, 1 green. Choose one. While I enjoy choose one, I kind of like choose one or more. Destroy target artifact, destroy target creature, or destroy target enchantment. Exile target card from a graveyard. Okay. Next up we get a blue instant. Totally Lost. Costs 4 colorless and 1 blue. Put target non-land permanent on top of its owner's library. Okay. Next up, we got ourselves a green creature, Centaur Nurturer. 3 colorless, 1 green for a 2/4 Centaur Druid. When it enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life, and if you tapped, add 1 mana of any color. Ooh, I like it. Next up, we have an artifact creature, Iron Bully. 3 colorless for a 1/1 Golem with Menace. Can't be blocked by 2 or more creatures. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Okay. Next up, we got ourselves a blue creature, Erratic Visionary. 1 colorless, 1 blue for a 1/3 human wizard. He's got 1 colorless, 1 blue, and tap, draw a card, then discard a card. Okay. Next up, we got ourselves Enforcer Griffin. 4 colorless, 1 white for a 3/4 Griffin with flying. Not bad. Then we got ourselves another multicolored card, red and green. Domri's Ambush. 1 red, 1 green for sorcery. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Then that creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. Okay. That'll be going in my Gruul deck. Next up, we got ourselves Dovin's Veto. It's a white-blue sword instant. This spell can't be countered. Counter target non-creature spell. Okay. And then we got another Planeswalker. Tybalt, Rakish Instigator. Tybalt costs 2 colorless and 1 red. He's got 5 loyalty. Your opponents can't gain life. I like that. Okay. -2 loyalty. Create a 1/1 red devil creature token with. When this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. Alright. Next up, we got ourselves a white and blue sorcery. Time Wipe. 2 colorless, 2 white, and 1 blue. Return a creature you control to its owner's hand, and then destroy all creatures. Ooh, board wipe. We got a mountain. And a wolf token. Okay. Now, let's take a look at this deck, shall we? First off, we're going to look at Gideon the Oathsworn, the Planeswalker who came with it. Four colorless and 2 white. Got 4 loyalty. Whenever you attack with 2 or more non-Gideon creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on each of those creatures. Okay. +2 loyalty. Until end of turn, Gideon the Oathsworn becomes a 5/5 white soldier creature that's still a Planeswalker. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to him this turn. He can't attack if he was cast this turn, though. Then, -9 loyalty. Exile Gideon the Oathsworn and each creature your opponents control. Woo! Board Wipe Light. This is apparently a... There we are. This deck is a, apparently, white-black deck. Okay, alright. Can deal with some Orzhov with this. Okay, first off we've got Command the Dreadhorde. It's a rare black sorcery for 4 colorless and 2 black. Choose any number of target creature and or planeswalker cards in graveyards. Command the Dreadhorde deals damage to you equal to the total converted mana cost of those cards. Put them onto the battlefield under your control. Okay, not entirely my style, but alright, okay. And then we've got Oath of Kaya, a multicolor card. Kaya was introduced in the last set. She's a black-white planeswalker. Anyways, this costs 1 colorless, 1 white, 1 black. It's a legendary enchantment, so you can only have 1 out. When Oath of Kaya enters the battlefield, it deals 3 damage to any target, and you gain 3 life. Whenever an opponent attacks a planeswalker you control with 1 or more creatures, Oath of Kaya deals 2 damage to that player, and you gain 2 life. Okay. In the flavor text, so everyone gets what they truly deserve. I will keep watch. The Oath series has been around since Oath of the Gatewatch. And it started off with Gideon, Chandra, Jace, and oh God, I can't remember her name. Nissa, and each one was a legendary. So then in Dominaria we got Oath of Teferi. We've also had Oath of Liliana and Oath of well, I can't remember his name. Johnny. Okay, next up we've got Gideon's Battle Cry. It's a white sorcery, coming at 2 colorless and 2 white. It's also one of the deck exclusive cards. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. You may search your library and or graveyard for a card named Gideon the Oathsworn, reveal it, and put it into your hand. If you search your library this way, shuffle it. Okay. There are 2 of those. Oh, we got ourselves another Planeswalker. A new Kaya. Kaya, Bane of the Dead. I like her. She can go in either a mono white or mono black deck, or a deck that only has one of the 2 colors. She costs 3 colorless and 3 either white or black. Planeswalker, 7 loyalty. Your opponents and permanents your opponents control with hexproof can be targeted of spells and abilities you control as though they did not have hexproof. Nice! Nice! Okay. -3 loyalty. Exile target creature. Wow. And with Proliferate being back and seemingly a white ability now. Oh, yeah. Okay. Next up, we got a classic with new art, Ajani's Pridemate. White, obviously white creature, 1 colorless, 1 white for a 2/2 cat soldier. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Ajani's Pridemate, and there are 3 in the deck. Next up is Charmed Stray. So another white creature, costs 1 white. It's a 1/1 cat with lifelink. When Charmed Stray enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control named Charmed Stray. And there's our 4 in there. We got another we got actually 2 more Forcer Griffins. We got ourselves Makeshift Battalion. It's a white, 2 colorless, 1 white for a 3/2 human soldier. Whenever Makeshift Battalion and at least 2 other creatures attack, put a +1/+1 counter on Makeshift Battalion. Okay. Next up we got a couple copies of Trusted Pegasus. 2 colorless, 1 white for a 2/2 Pegasus with flying. Whenever Trusted Pegasus attacks, target attacking creature without flying gains flying until end of turn. Okay. That's followed up by War Screecher. 1 colorless, 1 white for a 1/3 bird with flying. For 5 colorless and 1 white and tapping War Screecher, other creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Okay. We got ourselves a Vampire Opportunist. 1 colorless, 1 black for a 2/1 vampire. For 6 colorless and 1 black, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Then we got 3 copies of Cruel Celebrant. It's a 1 white, 1 black for a 1/2 vampire. Whenever it or another creature or planeswalker you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1. Okay, and there are 3 of those in here. Okay, now we get another one of the exclusive cards to the deck. Gideon's Company. 3 colorless, 1 white for a 3/3 human soldier. Whenever you gain life, put 2 +1/+1 counters on Gideon's Company. For 3 colorless and 1 white, put a loyalty counter on target Gideon Planeswalker. Okay. It doesn't specify which one, just as long as it's on one. Okay. We got... yeah, here we go. Okay. We'll do the lands last. Then we got Bond of Discipline. 4 colorless and 1 white for a white sorcery. Tap all creatures your opponents control. Creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. Okay. Then we've got 3 copies of... yeah. Ob Nixilis's Cruelty. It's a black instant. Costs 2 colorless and 1 black. Target creature gets -5/-5 until end of turn. That creature would die this turn. Exile it instead. Okay. Alrighty, after that we got 4 copies of yet another deck exclusive card. Desperate Lunge. It's a white instant for 1 colorless and 1 white. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains flying until end of turn. You gain 2 life. Nice. Okay, we got ourselves, looks like... yeah, okay. A new Orzhov Guild Gate. We got 4 of those. New Planes. Oh, okay, we got a, yeah. Another Planes. That's 2, 3. Okay, looks like we got just 3 different, three of each basic land. So some swamps. Here's 1. Yeah, may have. No, we've got 1 already. I think, yeah, this is the one we've already got. And then 3. Alrighty. And apparently, from the looks of it, no, save that for Arena. Sadly, no tokens. Well, no one generates tokens, so makes sense. Okay. That's cool. 2 Planeswalkers in 1 deck. Now, we'll take a brief intermission before we open up the Jace deck. Because I might have bought a box. I got the Buy by the Box promo. Tezzeret, Master of the Bridge. He's a black-blue Planeswalker. Costs 4 colorless, 1 blue, 1 black. 5 loyalty. Creature and Planeswalker spells you cast have affinity for artifacts. Nice. +2 loyalty. Tezzeret, Master of the Bridge, deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of artifacts you control. You gain X life. I'm going to put this up here. -3 loyalty. Return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. -8 loyalty. Exile the top 10 cards of your library. Put all artifact cards from among them onto the battlefield. Nice. Okay, alright. I might be building a black-blue artifact deck in the near future. Well, honestly, we've had some really good Tezzerets in the last few years, so, I mean, yeah. I've actually been kind of wanting to build one for a while now, to be perfectly honest. So, you know. Okay. Let's do this Jace deck. And like the Gideon deck, we're going to do the... we'll open the boosters that come inside the deck first. Then... we'll go through the deck. Let's take a look at that box art too for Gideon, or for Jace, I mean. Like I say, when it comes to fiction, Jace is a name I really enjoy. Funny story, I actually have named more than a few characters in RPGs over the years, Jace. Not because of Jace Beleren, mind you, just because I actually kind of first picked it up from a character in the X-Wing novels, Roar Jace. Thought it sounded cool, so, you know. And I still think it sounds cool. Anyways, moving on. So let's get this first pack open, shall we? There's our boy Gideon again. Now, a funny thing about the fact that this set has got one Planeswalker per deck is that normally Planeswalkers are mythics. So now we've got uncommon and rare Planeswalkers as well. Now, of course, they used to actually have... they didn't used to all be mythics, but yeah. Okay, so got another Gideon Sacrifice. Then we've got ourselves a Naga Eternal. It's a green creature. 2 colorless and 1 blue for a 3/2 zombie Naga. Native to Amonkhet. Next up we got a red creature. Raging Crunch. Costs 2 colorless and 1 red. For a 4/3 beast that cannot attack alone. Okay. We got ourselves a white instant. Battlefield Promotion. 1 colorless, 1 white. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. That creature gains first strike until end of turn. You gain 2 life. Nice. Okay. Next up, we've got a black creature. Spark Reaper. 2 colorless and 1 black. For a 2/3 zombie. 3 colorless. Sacrifice a creature or planeswalker. You gain 1 life and draw a card. Okay. Next up we got Courage and Crisis, which costs 2 colorless and 1 green for a sorcery. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, then proliferate. Ooh! White and green proliferate. Yay! Okay. Which, as I said, you get to add tokens to add counters to creatures, planeswalkers, or permanents and or players. We've got Untrusted Pegasus. Next up, we've got Banehound. 1 black for a 1/1 Nightmare Hound with lifelink and haste. Well, that's going into my mono black deck. Next up we have a green classic, Giant Growth. 1 green for an instant. Target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Alright, after that we've got ourselves a white instant. Topple the statue, 2 colorless, 1 white. Tap target permanent. If it's an artifact, destroy it. Draw a card. We got a black-red creature, Mayhem Devil. 1 colorless, 1 black, 1 red for a 3/3 devil. Whenever a player sacrifices a permanent, Mayhem Devil deals 1 damage to any target. We got another Dovin's Veto. We got ourselves another Planeswalker. Obnixilis, the Hate Twisted. 3 colorless, 2 black for a Planeswalker with 5 loyalty starting. Whenever an opponent draws a card, Obnixilis, the Hate Twisted deals 1 damage to that player. -2 loyalty. Destroy target creature. Its controller draws 2 cards. Our rare, Karn's Bastion. It's a land. You can tap it to add 1 colorless. Or for 4 colorless and tapping, you can proliferate. Okay. Then we got ourselves a mountain. There's our mountain artwork. I'm not sure if that's the same one we got already, but. And a wizard token. Okay. There's our wizard token. 2/2 blue wizard. Okay, alright. To answer a question brought up in a favorite movie of mine, The Warriors, I can dig it. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Alrighty. We got ourselves start off with a white creature, Ironclad Krovod. 3 colorless, 1 white for a 2/5 beast. Next up we've got Spellkeeper Weird. 2 colorless, 1 blue for a 1/4 weird. 2 colorless, tap. Sacrifice Spellkeeper Weird. Return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. Then we got ourselves a red creature, On-Crop Invader. 2 colorless and 1 red for a 2/2 zombie Minotaur Warrior. As long as it's your turn, On-Crop Invader has first strike. Oh, baby. 1 colorless, sacrifice another creature. On-Crop Invader gets +2/+0 till end of turn. Okay. Then we got another Wars creature. Next up, we've got a green creature, Crunch Wrangler. 1 colorless, 1 green for a 2/1 human warrior. With Trample. Whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Crunch Wrangler. Okay. Next up, we've got Tamio's Empathy. It's 3 colorless and 1 blue for a blue sorcery. Obviously blue. Scry 4, then draw 2 cards. Okay. Looks like every Planeswalker in the set's going to have a related card. We got our Banehound. We got a Band Together. 2 colorless, 1 green for a green instant, or for an instant. I don't need to say it's a green instant. Up to 2 target creatures you control, each deal damage equal to their power to another target creature. Okay. Next up, Gateway Plaza. It's a land. Pretty sure there have been other Gateway Plazas in the recent sets. Gateway Plaza enters the battlefield tapped. When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless you pay 1 colorless. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. Okay. Next up, we've got Huatley's Raptor. 1 green, 1 white for a dinosaur, or for a 2/3 dinosaur with vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, proliferate. Nice. Alright, next up we've got Elite Guild Mage. 2 colorless, 1 white, and 1 blue for a 2/3 human wizard. With flying, when it enters the battlefield, gain 3 life and draw a card. Ooh! Ooh! I like that. We got another Kaya Bane of the Dead. Okay. Ooh. Casualties of War. It's a black-green sorcery. Costs 2 colorless, 2 black, 2 green. Choose 1 or more. Destroy target artifact. Destroy target creature. Destroy target enchantment. Destroy target land. Destroy target planeswalker. Meaning that, yes, for 6 mana you can say, I'm going to destroy that artifact, that creature, that enchantment, that land, and that planeswalker. I like it. I like it a lot. And we also have another foil. Chandra's Triumph. 1 colorless, 1 red for an instant. That's my girl. Chandra's Triumph deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. Chandra's Triumph deals 5 damage to that permanent instead if you control Chandra Planeswalker. Nice. And here's us some island artwork. And we got an Assassin token. It's a black creature token, 1/1 with Death Touch. Whenever it deals damage to a Planeswalker, destroy that Planeswalker. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. Alrighty, now let's open this bad boy up, shall we? Let's try to find the last one. We'll start with our Planeswalker, Jace, Arcane Strategist. 4 colorless, 2 blue, 4 opening loyalty. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. +1 loyalty, draw a card. -7 loyalty. Creatures you control can't be blocked this turn. Ooh, I like that. I really like that. Also, this is a blue-green deck, so... Alright, first and foremost we got Spark Double. 3 colorless, 1 blue for a 0/0 illusion. You may have Spark Double enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature or planeswalker you control. It enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it if it's a creature. It enters with an additional loyalty counter on it if it's a planeswalker. And is it legendary if that permanent is legendary? Okay. Next up, we've got Bioessence Hydra. Three colorless, 1 green, 1 blue for a 4/4 Hydra mutant with trample. When it enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter, or it enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 on it for each loyalty counter on planeswalkers you control. Oh baby! Whenever 1 or more loyalty counters are put on planeswalkers you control, put that many +1/+1 counters on Bioessence Hydra. Oh yeah, daddy-like. That's gonna be fun. All right, next up we've got one of the deck exclusives, Jace's Ruse. 3 colorless, 2 blue for a sorcery. Return up to 2 target creatures to their owner's hand. You may search your library and/or graveyard for a card named Jace, Arcane Strategist. Reveal it and put it into your hand. If you search your library this way, shuffle it. We got 2 of those. Oh, okay, cool. And we got a new Kiora. Kiora, Behemoth Beckoner. Haven't seen her since Battles Zendikar. Anyways, she comes in at 2 colorless, 1 green or blue. 7 loyalty. Whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. Okay. -1. Untap target permanent. Okay. We've also got Kiora's Dawnbreaker. Well, we got 2 of that one, actually. 5 colorless, 1 blue for a 5/6 Leviathan. When Kiora's Dawnbreaker enters the battlefield, proliferate. Okay. We got 2 of those. Next up, we've got Bloom Hulk. It's a 3 colorless, 1 green, 4/4 elemental. When it enters the battlefield, proliferate. Okay. We got 3 of that one. Next up, we've got 3 Pollen Bright Druids. One colorless, 1 green for 1/1 Elf Druid. When it enters the battlefield, choose one. +1/+1 counter on target creature or proliferate. Then we've got Primordial Worm, 4 colorless, 2 green for a 7/6. Or for a 7/6 worm. Next up we've got Ward Scale Crocodile. 4 colorless, 1 green for a 5/3 crocodile. It's got hexproof, so it can't be targeted by opposing spells or abilities. Oh, we got 2 Ward Scale Crocodiles. Okay. Next up, we've got ourselves a couple Merfolk Skydivers. 1 green, 1 blue for a 1/1 Merfolk Mutant with flying. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. 3 colorless, 1 green, 1 blue. Proliferate. Okay. Next up, we got ourselves Guild Pact Informant. 2 colorless, 1 blue for a 1/1 fairy, or fairy rogue, I do believe. Yeah. With flying. When it deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, proliferate. Right. Next up. Oh, that's one of the deck exclusives. Got the other deck exclusive up next. Jace's Projection. 2 colorless, 2 blue for a 2/2 wizard projection or illusion. Whenever you draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on Jace's projection. For 3 colorless and 1 blue, put a loyalty counter on target Jace Planeswalker. Okay. Much like the one from the Gideon deck. Alrighty, next up, Jace's Triumph. 2 colorless, 1 blue for sorcery. Draw 2 cards. If you control a Jace Planeswalker, draw 3 cards instead. Then we got 2 stealth missions. 2 colorless, 1 blue for a sorcery. Put 2 +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. That creature can't be blocked this turn. Okay. Got a couple Band Togethers. Couple Courage and Crises. Then we got a couple New Horizons. 2 colorless, 1 green for an enchantment, which is an aura, so it has a target. Enchant Land. When New Horizons enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Enchanted Land has tap, add 2 mana of any 1 color. Okay. We got ourselves a Civic Guild Gate. Then Island. Island. And the other island, which I already showed you, because I pulled it from one of the boosters. And Forest. 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 And the Simic Guildgate, as well as the Orzhov Guildgate, both comes in the battlefield tapped. Simic Guildgate can be tapped to add either green or blue, Orzhov, black or white. Alrighty, that is the first part of this unboxing series out of the way. Tomorrow, we will be opening up open up a bundle from the set. Going through all 10 boosters from that. The finale will be on Sunday. When I open up an entire box. Okay, so as always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to be notified when I put new content. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon can be found in the description below. This is Rock Roll Spock signing off, saying, live long and rock hard.